I want to show you all what I've done to the cart. So this is going to be kind of my final walkthrough of what I've done. So when I purchased this cart, it was bone stock. There was no lift kit, there was no aftermarket tires, there was nothing done to this cart except for the roof and these back seats. So I'm going to start from the bottom and I'm going to work my way up to the top. So right off the bat, I put a 3-inch lift kit on it. I feel that a 3-inch lift kit is perfect. It's not too high, it's not too low. Like a 6-inch lift kit, I feel like it's too high, you're jumping to get in and out. And the 3-inch lift kit is perfect to drive up the ramps onto the back of my truck. So it's just the right height where I can get over that hump. I put on some aftermarket tires, and moving around to the back here, 10 LOL supplied me with the seat covers you see here. My seats were in good condition, but this is going to help preserve them for longer. They gave me these cup holder armrests as well, this back safety grab bar here, and the hitch receiver that attaches to my back seats. As you can see here, I have a subwoofer wired in. This is an 8-inch boom tube, they call it. And then on the side over here, you can see I have a cigarette socket as well as an Anderson connector that's wired to the battery. So that is going to allow me to connect a low frequency inverter, and I can actually split logs with an electric 5-ton log splitter. Moving on here, the tail lights, that was also 10 LOL. The fender flares was 10 LOL. Now the tires, once I put the fender flares on, I noticed the tires were a little bit in on the fender flare. So I bought 1-inch spacers to bring out the back tires. So the back tires are sitting 1 inch out, and now they look perfect inside of the fender flare. Okay, we have the seat covers as well from 10 LOL, steering wheel. Their name is on everything, so I don't need to keep mentioning it. Moving on, I installed a different DC controller for the motor. So I will split to another video that I made before I put on the back seat to show you. I've changed the DC controller. This is going to give me more amps. They have a 600 or a 400, I think it is, amp controller. I got the 600. I probably would have been just fine with the 400, but I decided to go big. I also changed the solenoid. So this is more of a heavy duty solenoid. For opening and closing, it can handle a higher amperage, and all new 4-gauge wiring. So when the cart comes, it has 6-gauge wire. I have upgraded to 4-gauge everywhere. The wiring is pretty easy. There's tons of videos on YouTube, so I didn't feel like running through how to hook this up. But basically just follow the manual. The only trick that I found was these 2 wires here control the forward and reverse. And I followed the manual and hooked it up the way they said to. And when I hit the gas and forward, the cart started to go backwards. So all I did was swap these 2 wires around. So now forward is forward and reverse is reverse. Okay, and then this is the fuel gauge. It's probably strobing on the video, but it's a solid for me. I put in little LED lights here that have a remote. That I hope I didn't lose during transport. I think it's in my truck. Okay, and I got the remote. You can change the colors, green, blue, red. You get the idea with the remote. Moving over. So this here I got on AliExpress for relatively cheap. I think it was like $14. And the lights are wired in for the 12 volt, and the switching is wired for the 48 volt. So I've got neutral, reverse, and drive. I had this brought to a plastic welder to make this add-on for the stereo. He took forever, and it's kind of a shitty job. Like you can see, it's not clean and nice. I got USB ports over here. I painted the cup holders as well as the dash black. I have my hazard lights, as well as I've got a cluster here for the turn signals. The mirrors, they actually have built-in LEDs. So there's one here, there's one here for the turn signals, which is really sweet. On the front here, we have a rearview mirror, as well as these are karaoke speakers from a motorcycle. Bluetooth and the power mechanism in here fried. So all I had done was just wired it directly to the speakers and took out the power portion and Bluetooth portion of these speakers. So I'm reusing them for this, which they sound amazing. I can't play any music because I don't know the copyright codes for different things. Moving around to the front, I've got a brush bar put on here, as well as these lights. Pretty cool. I'm going to turn them on. So with the daytime running lights, you can see they have a little LED light in here. You get a phone app. Oh, I got to connect first. So you can change the colors too of the daytime running lights, which is pretty sweet. What else do I have? Oh, my charging port. So I just need to plug in an extension cord here. Don't need any special charger. I built it into the actual cart. Now if we look at my battery bay, I have the Epoch batteries on here, and my charger is built in, as well as I wired up all my DC stuff. So from the battery bus bars here, comes through the 12-volt converter, which is hooked up to a relay, which is wired into the key. So once the key turns off, the relay turns off, which turns off the 12 volts, so there's no ghost draws on this. And then I have a fuse block here for the 12 volt stuff. So pretty cool. So I'm more or less making this video to give you guys some ideas. Maybe you want to incorporate some of this stuff into a cart build that you're thinking of doing. Let's see if I can split some logs with this thing. Okay, I'm very slowly driving because I don't have anything strapped down, but we're going over to the log pile. Okay, I've got everything set up here. Now I didn't bring a tripod, so let's see where I can put this camera. Hopefully it doesn't tip over. Got my makeshift camera mount. Now let's see. Turn the inverter on. Okay, we're getting power. Oh, flashed abnormal. I think it's because I don't have my neutral ground bond. But oh. Oh. There we go. Gotta always remember there's a screw back here that needs to be undone. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. This log splitter is not working now. Huh, okay, so the log splitter is a fail on this one. I wonder if it's because I don't have enough battery capacity. It shouldn't be an issue. What am I missing here? Put that down. I don't know why this log splitter is not working now. Maybe there's something wrong with the splitter. Okay, well, the splitter aspect was a fail. I'll have to look into that more. I don't know why it's not running. I did wire up 4 batteries, 12 volt batteries in series, and I was able to get it to work with this inverter. But now it doesn't seem to want to do it. Anyways, I will get this working. Just right now, for some reason, it's a fail. So there's no reason why that shouldn't be running. Okay. All right. No chopping wood today. So I'm not entirely sure why the log splitter didn't work, but anyways, so you can see this is as dark as I can get it. But we have the different colored lights. I think we can also make it strobe rainbow. So yeah, just different colors and stuff like that, which is pretty neat. If I turn on the signal, you can see, and then the LED lights here. So that gives off the nice glow so you can see where the gas pedals are and everything. So yeah, all lit up. So it's a bit of a bummer that the log splitter didn't work, but I will work on that and I will get it working. Maybe I need another battery, maybe a 90 amp hour battery wasn't enough. Not too sure, but nonetheless, proof of concept for most of the items. And again, this video is just maybe to give you guys some ideas on adding stuff to your cart. So yeah, that's my Yamaha. I believe it's a 2003 Yamaha cart. So thank you for watching. Bye.